Hello buddies, here is another way to enjoy your yam. It's called Yamarita or golden yam or yam nuggets. So enjoy this video. Now if you have your yam and you don't want to just eat your yam like that, just like me, this is what you have to do. First you have to peel the yam. After peeling the yam, you have to slice the yam into fingers, like slice it little by little. You don't need it to be like that big or something. Just slice it like thin slices, but not too thin and not too thick, okay, so that it can easily cook and you can use it for this particular recipe. Okay, now the next thing you do is to wash the yam thoroughly. After peeling this yam, you have to wash it thoroughly. While making this, I discovered that the yam I bought was almost spoiled. Half of the yam spoiled, so I had to use a part of it though. Now after washing the yam, you have to then keep it aside. Now in a separate bowl, you measure out 1 cup of all-purpose flour, half teaspoon of ginger powder, half teaspoon of nutmeg powder, half teaspoon of white pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, and half teaspoon of curry powder. Okay, next you add 1 teaspoon of caster sugar. Okay, if you don't want to use caster sugar, you can use normal regular sugar. Next you add 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Then you mix everything just as you see me do in the video. So just to add that kind of yellow color and brighten my stuff, I added a dash of egg yellow. So you can also replace this with half teaspoon of turmeric powder. So once I was done adding all those, I kept it aside. Then in another bowl, I broke in 2 large eggs. Okay, so you have to break in 2 large eggs in a bowl, and to that I added a half of 1 whole seasoning cube, like the 5-gram seasoning cube, just half of it. Added it and then stirred everything just as you see in the video. So once everything was set, I kept all aside. Now I placed a pot of water on heat. I added some salt and sugar. Yes, you heard me say sugar, right? So I added some salt and sugar and I covered this to cook for up to 18 to 20 minutes, depending on the size of the slices you have or your yam fingers. So you cook this till it is almost like it's 90% done. Like it is soft, but it's not too soft. Like it's not too soft. See, you're supposed to understand me. So at that point, you're going to take it out from the heat, and then you keep it aside. Now you have to allow this yam to cool down completely. Once your yams cool down, you're going to start the next process. Now in this process, what you need is you need all the ingredients you have prepped, the egg, the flour, and all that. Now take one of this yam. First you dip it or you coat it with the flour. Okay, with the flour mixture, everything you've added in the flour has to coat the yam. So once you are done coating it there, you take it to the egg mixture. Okay, ensure that the egg mixture coats the yam thoroughly. I don't know how you want to do it, but just be sure that the egg mixture coats it thoroughly, just this way. Then you're going to bring it back again into the flour. A lot of persons would just soak it or dip it in the egg, and that's all. Some persons will dip it in the egg first before coming to the flour and then to the egg. But dipping it in the flour first will help the egg to be retained on the yam slices, and it will make it to have that thorough coating. It will coat the yam very well. Okay, so once you coat the yam, just like I said, you take it from the flour to the egg and back to the flour and back to the egg. So the egg is the last part, so that by the time you fry it, it's going to come out golden brown. So you're not going to leave it with the flour. No, you have to coat it with the egg last. So by the time you fry this, it's going to have a good coating. Yes, you will hardly see the yam out. Some persons, when they fry the house, you're going to see that you'll be seeing the yam because it didn't coat well. Okay, so you have to heat up your oil on medium heat, and then you transfer these coated yams into the oil, and please let them fry gradually. You don't need the oil to be too hot. Let them fry gradually till they are light golden brown. just as you see, and crispy, a little bit crispy on the outside, just as you see in the video. Okay, so if you want to fry the second batch, you need to allow the oil to cool down a bit before dropping in the second batch, so that they will not start browning immediately and it wouldn't turn out well. Because you see, want the yam to cook a little bit more in the inside, because you remember you cook it 90%. So at this point, your yam nuggets are ready. Guys, look how beautiful this is. Guys, if you serve someone this, the person is going to love you absolutely. So go ahead and make this yam nuggets. Let me know in the comment section how it turned out for you, and I know you're going to love it absolutely. But before you go, please, if you love this video, please help me share this video, drop your comment. Also, don't forget to follow this page. Thanks, and see you again.